Imagine a time when simply wearing a swimsuit could shock the entire world. It sounds unbelievable today, right? But that is exactly what happened with one of the greatest film icons of all time, Sophia Loren. The legendary actress, known for her beauty, talent, and unforgettable screen presence, once caused massive controversy not because of a movie role, but because of a few bikini photos. And believe it or not, some people back then felt those images were too bold even for adults. To understand why these photos caused such a reaction, we need to go back in time. Sophia Loren was born in 1934 in Rome, Italy, and she grew up during extremely difficult years, including World War II. Her childhood was marked by poverty and struggle, but even then, she stood out. She had confidence, determination, and a natural charm that could not be ignored. By the 1950s, she had risen to fame and became one of the most recognizable actresses in Europe. During that era, society had very strict rules about how women were expected to look and behave. Fashion was controlled by tradition. Swimsuits were meant to be modest, covering most of the body. Showing too much skin, especially in public photos, was often seen as scandalous. For famous women, the pressure was even greater. Actresses were expected to be elegant, reserved, and careful not to cross invisible social lines. But Sophia Loren was never one to follow rules blindly. In the late 1950s and early 1960s, photos of Sophia wearing bikinis began to appear. Some showed her relaxing at the beach, others posing confidently by pools or coastal settings. These images were meant to present her as modern, glamorous, and confident. However, for many people at the time, they were shocking. Adults who were used to conservative standards could not believe that a respected actress would wear something so revealing. Newspapers criticized the photos. Some headlines suggested they were inappropriate or too daring. Certain viewers felt uncomfortable, claiming the images crossed boundaries that should not be crossed. But at the same time, many others admired her courage. They saw a woman who was unafraid to be herself and proud of her body. So, why did Sophia Loren take such a risk? The answer goes deeper than fashion. These photos were not just about appearance, they were about independence. Sophia wanted to show that women could be confident in their own skin. She believed that strength and beauty could exist together. Even if people misunderstood her intentions, she stood firm in her choices. What makes this story even more powerful is that Sophia Loren never relied on her looks alone. While people debated her bikini photos, she was busy building an incredible career. She starred in serious dramas, romantic films, and comedies. Her performances were praised by critics around the world. Eventually, she won an Academy Award, proving beyond doubt that she was a true actress with real talent. Over time, opinions began to change. As fashion evolved and society became more open, people started looking back at Sophia Loren's photos differently. What once seemed shocking began to look ahead of its time. Today, celebrities post swimsuit photos daily without controversy. But decades ago, Sophia was one of the first major stars to do it boldly and publicly. In many ways, she paved the way for future generations of women. Her photos became part of a larger conversation about freedom, confidence, and breaking outdated expectations. They showed that women did not need permission to express themselves. Even now, Sophia Loren's bikini photos continue to spark discussion. Some still find them surprising. Others see them as symbols of empowerment. But one thing is certain, they are unforgettable. So, what can we learn from this moment in history? First, confidence can challenge society. Second, being bold does not mean being careless. It means being true to yourself. And finally, Sophia Loren reminds us that greatness is not just about talent, but about courage. Those bikini photos were only a small part of her story, but they left a lasting mark. They turned Sophia Loren into more than a movie star. They made her a symbol of strength, independence, and fearless self-expression. And that is why, even today, people are still talking about her. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more fascinating stories about legendary stars who changed the world in unexpected ways.